FIFA 20 adds some small gameplay changes that make it a slower, more deliberate game, but it also makes it feel more authentic than it's been in some time. If you've played some of the previous or recent FIFA iterations, you may feel like it's a bit faster, maybe going more and more into the arcade style, while games like Pro Evolution Soccer has aimed to be the most authentic football game there is. FIFA 20 changes what it feels like is the physics of the ball to be more realistic, so it will bobble, it will sort of get cut off the grass, it'll feel a bit different. Forced touches mean more than it just being close or far passes based on what seems like the momentum of the player and their positioning all makes a difference. This will create, to me, some of the more beautiful elements of football, as when everything clicks together, from player movement to the ball physics to how the ball is struck at the final third. It all makes for a more satisfying game when a play you put together is pulled off well. The biggest change in terms of how players move and react are the defenders. The defenders will chase down the player, they will jump in front of the shot, and overall they're much tougher to get past one-on-one, which realistically should be the case, because before you could just basically run at them, do a trick, spin, whatever it is to get past them, and you just do this over and over again. And you see this a lot at the high level online competitive play, and it really just made it look like something completely different than what football should be, I guess. And even though it is impressive to watch these high level FIFA competitors, it just took away from it being like, the presentation is so well done, it's so realistic and authentic to the real thing, and then you see these players just doing crazy, like almost street skills. And what's kind of funny about that is, moving into Volta, as I mentioned, or maybe I didn't, is you may think it's a lot like FIFA Street, but it's not quite. It's more grounded in actual football, and I prefer it that way. Volta, though, is not just one pitch or court. It has different rule sets, different layouts. Some of these locations have walls, some of them don't. Some of them are bigger goals like futsal, where others are just little bottom cages like you would see in the favelas or whatever in Brazil. It adds a lot of variety, and this will also mean your players, there may be 5v5, there may be less. You can create your own team like FIFA Ultimate Team. You can then go online, or you can actually play in the kickoff mode, a 5v5 type Volta mode with the real teams. So that alone adds a lot to it. And I was quite surprised. And on top of all that, the journey mode no longer exists. Instead, it is now the story mode of Volta. And this also is just, it's full of cheese in the right way. It's not overly dramatic and serious like the journey was. And I think they did the right thing in terms of moving into something different and just having a bit of fun with it. But it is a much more substantial mode than I was expecting. Which is good, because like I said, apart from the defenders and maybe the ball physics, nothing's really changed. It doesn't seem to have the VAR, at least not in my time playing the game. I didn't see any sort of presentation of it, which, you know, it'll probably come eventually. But players just, everything just moves and just feels a lot better. From my personal liking, I didn't like the over the top flicking the right stick to do all crazy moves and it being really, really fast and arcadey. This is a good spot for it. The Volta, like I said, adds enough to it. Then you've got your FIFA Ultimate Team, the ultimate thing, and it's still there and it's still cool if you're into that type of thing. But yeah, FIFA 20 is more of the same. Maybe it may detract from others for some people, but for me, I've thoroughly enjoyed how it plays this time around. The kickoff mode, actually, before I end this review, is they've added a few more modes to it. Things like King of the Hill, which allows you points for staying in possession in certain areas of the pitch. Didn't really care for. There's also Mystery Ball. What Mystery Ball does is, you may, if you've played other EA Sports titles, specifically NHL, There is this mode that adds sort of modifiers to it that change different aspects of it, and players may be awarded different points or whatever for every goal. It's here. So the thing is the modifiers themselves aren't as diverse as I was hoping. I was hoping for like craziness to happen, but it's mostly to do with passing boost, dribble boost, and shot boost, and speed boost. Like, there's not a lot to it. But then, if you score, you could obtain 1 or 2 goals. That's all I've seen in my playtime of it. There could be more modifiers. There could be higher goals tallies based on each goal. I didn't see that. It's possible it's there. It's fine. I just wish they did a little bit more of it. Like, and it changes. This modifier changes every time the play is stopped. I would have loved them to say, okay, fouls don't exist until the ball goes out again, or I don't know, no goalkeepers, or something like crazy like that. All of a sudden, I would have loved to have them to have had more fun with it. Still, it's FIFA. It is good. Looks really nice. Like year after year, there's these things you can say that kind of fall in line with every single year that it's not really worth bringing up anymore. They improve it in the places you expect them to improve it. They've added more to it. They've taken a bit away. And overall, I think it's a better game than last year. And I've had a blast playing it.